This is a reading for all signs for the full moon in Pisces, which we're going to feel the effects for the next 2 weeks. A lot of you are going to be making some pretty big decisions. I want to say by not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after next, so around the 16th. I feel like, especially in work, you're going to be deciding whether or not something really works for you or not. I feel like there's some maybe new opportunity. Some of you it's an opportunity, some of you it's a relationship, some of you it's an actual job, but I feel like there's some kind of growth or growing pains that you're kind of experiencing, especially over the course of the next 2 weeks, that for some of you it could be exhausting. For a lot of you it has been already, and I feel like I want to say we have the next new moon in Virgo. We have a second new moon in Virgo coming up in a couple of weeks. So, and it's also culminating something to do with some area that has to do with potentially your actual work life. And I feel like you're going to be making plans, whether that's to move on from this particular sector of your life. Virgo can rule like actual work. It could be your day-to-day habits, routines, health. But a lot of times it's like your day job or what you're doing regularly. And I feel like you might be making plans to move forward, whether that's like to grow in this direction and like maybe learning from whatever these growing pains are and moving forward. And then for others of you, you might be like moving in a totally different direction. It's going to resonate differently for everybody. There's also a message coming through of, I feel like you guys could be entering a new level of your career coming up as well after these 2 weeks have passed, where you're gonna be, if not like in a new version of your career, a new level of your career, maybe a new career altogether, where you're gonna be able to kind of rest more and there's more money or something. Like there's gonna be better money up ahead, whether it's because you decide to, like, for example, leave your current job to focus on your actual career. Some of you might be leaving one job to go to a new one where you're going to be making better money. It'll be more career centered, more focused on what you actually want to do. And it does feel like there's just some new era where I feel like the money gets better, there could be a new contract, and also potentially the opportunity to do something new, whether it's a new job, a new opportunity that you either have always loved or something new that you used to do, like a new version of it, a new spin on an old thing. And also, I want to say there's also some energy of like people from your past potentially finding out about it or learning about it, and yeah, there's some energy about like the truth coming to light, either for people from your past or even about them as well. That's for some of you. It does feel like maybe there's like some kind of full circle moment coming for maybe like a false start that you could have had back in August, which I was like just yesterday, but like, it's like there could be something coming to light with maybe a new opportunity that you could have had or started in early August. I want to say early August or late July, that you might have some new realizations about, epiphanies about, and maybe even having some kind of closure about. It also looks like for some of you, you could have at some point, this is for some of you could have also, if it's not work related, there could have been a relationship that some of you were in that you were unhappy in. There could have been somebody that maybe kept a lot from you. They could have been very shady. They could have like lied, maybe even stolen from some of you. Yeah, it's like there's some energy where like if you were married, this person could have been cheating or like very just lying at least, and like maybe posing as a single person, or the other way around, you could have dated somebody thinking they were single and they were actually married. There's some energy like that where if that is the case, there's something where you could have some kind of new start coming up ahead in a new direction once you've like healed from whatever this is. It's like you could be in the process of healing. You could also be in the process of meeting somebody new and having a better opportunity. Like, yeah, I want to say opportunity, but like also there's some energy of like somebody that is going to be like a new, more exciting person to speak to, communicate with. For some of you, you might even meet this person if you have kids. It could be somebody who also has kids. Maybe you meet them through your kid. Others, there could just be like a childlike connection that's kind of on its way to you. And I also feel like some of you are maybe going to be expanding your home and your family in general, and that could also be what the growing pains are as well. If you are talking to somebody new, they have kids, you have kids, maybe you're working out the beginnings of the kinks that kind of go along with, two families coming together and what that looks like and what that feels like. Also, I feel like there's some... Actually, I feel like there's a lot that's going to be happening between now and, like, January that is going to require a lot more rest than what you've been allowing yourself to have. And also, in general, I feel like you have the opportunity for more rest up ahead. And you do have a wish fulfillment at the bottom of the deck. It feels like there is some kind of victory you have after a new opportunity rolls in later down the line. And I also think that, I'm seeing like things leading up to, I want to say like as the year, between now and as the year closes out, there's a lot of major shifts happening as far as like where your career life is headed, and also like what the stability and what your family life and your home life looks like. And it feels like if you're feeling like the shifts of those growing pains, it does seem to even out. I want to say January is like the first major month where things take a major turn in a more significant way. I'm not saying there's like no changes between that time, but then again in May, I feel like those are two pivotal times where you're gonna see significant growth periods around this time. But it's kind of like you're building up and preparing for those two major months to kind of hit. You can also check out your individual signs. They're all officially posted on this account. And always be sure to remember to check your sun, moon, rising, and any part of your chart where you feel like those particular signs resonate the most with you. But until next time, good luck, everyone.